Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, whenever you're seeing this video or listening to this podcast. I would like to introduce you to this new program of Honores Vanguardia. I mean, program for the podcast, not just for the Honores Vanguardia program. So, what we're gonna do here is talking with members of the Honores Vanguardia program, Universidad of Cuenca. So we have a special guest today, dear friends. I'm talking about Milena Alvarado, who's with us today. Milena, hello, how are you? Make your presentation, please, for everyone who's seen this video.
Yeah. Hello, Alejandro, and hello to everyone who's watching or listening. My name, as you said, is Milena Alvarado. I am a sociology student, and I am also part of the sixth cohort of the Vanguardia Honors Program. I graduated from the program last year, and since then, I've been working on different things, especially right now, my thesis project.
Okay, Milena, so how old are you, first of all?
I am 24 years
You're
old.
24 years.
Yeah.
Oh, you look just like 15. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I turned 24 in April, so I'm recently 24.
Oh, so okay. So we have a young student here, dear friends, our almost sociologist, Milena Alvarado. So we're gonna talk about the Honores Vanguardia program, but first of all, I want to talk about you, Milena. What do you like about sociology?
So, sociology, that's a really hard question to answer because sociology is so complex that it is related with different things. And I think that's what I like the most about my degree, how it can be related to sports, but also to arts. It can be related to urban studies, which I like a lot. But it is also related to the study of inequalities, to gender studies, which I also like a lot. And I think I just like how large the field of study is. So I can, at the same time, I can see a lot of different things all at once.
Okay, Milena. So you're talking about sociology like a polyfunctional thing, yeah? So
Yeah,
I,
kind of.
I do like that too on my career, communication.
Right.
And well, I would like to ask you your thesis project. So what are you doing now?
So for my thesis project, I am working with the concept of paid domestic work, and I am working with paid domestic workers. And as you may know, domestic work is a really extensive topic to talk about because there's two types basically of domestic work. The one that is paid, you get paid to do it, and the other one that is not necessarily paid. So that's usually the kind of domestic work that our moms, grandmas, and older sisters, aunts do at home, and we don't really recognize or give it a value. But then there's a different type of domestic work, which is the one that I'm working with, and it's paid domestic work. So you basically hire a domestic worker. In Ecuador, it's usually women who would do it, and they would come to your house and do all kinds of activities related to the household. And what I'm doing with my thesis project is to explore the working conditions of those workers and to see if there's a way in which they can improve those working conditions.
Nice, Milena. Yeah. We were talking a little bit before we
Yes.
start this video. But I wanted to say that your theme it's really good because this kind of work, domestic work, is most of the time the people doesn't give the value that
Yeah.
that that it deserves.
Yes.
So I would like to thank you for making this investigation. No, no,
Thanks.
really, really, society needs it to recognize these workers, and
Yes.
not only the workers, our family members, our moms,
Exactly.
our grandmas, just like
Yeah.
just like you said, Milena. So I'm impressed with that. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
thanks.
seriously, seriously, and I hope everyone who's seeing this also
Thanks.
is impressed. So now we're gonna talk about the Honores Vanguardia program.
Mm-hmm.
How the Honores Vanguardia program have improved your life? I mean, like in studies, your personal life. Tell us more about it.
Okay, so first I will have to say that as part of the sixth court, we started the program during the pandemic. Actually, we started the program when the pandemic started. I remember it was March 2020, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and we were starting the program. We were starting the semester and also the program. So it was kind of difficult at first because we thought it was going to be different in terms of like we were going to have the chance to hang out with the other members and to share experiences. We had to do it all through Zoom, but it was still really good. We had a wonderful time together, and
I mean, the conditions couldn't let you do anything more, right?
yeah, exactly. Because yes, we were at a point of our lives that we were like just, I think, trying to survive or at least do not go crazy because we were all in a lockdown.
Totally.
But I think the program, first of all, in that condition, really helped us to keep moving, right? To move on, to have a different perspective of the pandemic, of the academia itself, of how it works, that we can also work through Zoom, through a computer, and we can still get to share with each other.
So even in the pandemic condition, you could uh, have class. You can make work. So
Yes,
like you said, the program made you just keep moving, keep
exactly.
your mind on something, because
Yes.
otherwise you go crazy on that
Yes,
pandemic.
because we had our regular classes, but we also had our Vanguardia lectures, and it was really interesting because you could get out of everything that you were used to at your regular classes. You had like different students, and you have also different teachers, different topics.
And did you make any meeting with the students, but like apart?
Secretly, yeah.
Yes, secretly, like for drinking or something, or just to know each other. Yeah, yeah, just to make context.
To drink
Do
soda.
not drink.
Juice. Yeah, we did so. So I think it was already 2021, or at least the end. I think it was by the end of 2020. Because we were on our second semester of the Vanguardia Honors program, and we had like a couple of activities that we hadn't like figured out by then. So we arranged a meeting. I remember, I think that was our first meeting in person. And we were 4 students. We had like kind of the same struggles. So we were trying to just meet and try to help each other with the activities. It was, I think it was an assignment of the program.
Oh, okay, so it
Like-
was a strictly academic meeting, nothing else.
Nothing else. No, nothing else. We just saw each other and we helped each other. And I think we even had chips yeah, I'm not kidding. We had juice, and that was all of it. Yeah, but that was our first meeting in person. So we took 100 pictures of that day.
Okay, so I just want to remind everyone who's watching, listening, feeling this program. Then we are with Milena Alvarado, a sociology student, almost professional, and we are talking about Honores Vanguardia program. She said that it has improved her life in the pandemic, but I want to talk now about experiences you had, Milena. So you just told me before that you went to Germany.
Yes.
It was thanks to the program.
Yes, of
Tell us
course.
all your trip.
So, yeah, thanks to the program, I've been granted or given a lot of different opportunities. I think it really enriches my resume. So, it's a really good advantage for students that are pursuing any kind of academic life or career. And as for me, I went to Germany last year. I traveled there to have a semester abroad, and I was also granted with a scholarship, a German scholarship. So yeah, it was a really nice time for me. I learned a lot.
Where you were living?
I was living at the very south of Germany, in a place called Constance, right next to Switzerland.
Okay, so and how much time did you stay there?
I stayed there for 6 months and a half. So the regular semester starts in March, I think, and then finishes in July. But I stayed a month more or a month and a half because I had family there. So I was also visiting and traveling and trying to improve the experience a little besides the academic part.
No,
Yeah.
but that's nice. Yeah, I mean the culture,
Yes.
the exchange of culture.
Yeah.
That's the best part of every trip. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if you agree with me.
Yes, of course. I learned German, and this is actually.
Tell us something in German. Whatever you.
No, I'm really shy with German, but I can say. So I'm just going to tell you a short story so you can understand how my whole trip was. I was supposed to go there in 2020, and I went to Germany for the first time in March 2020, but the pandemic started, the pandemic happened. So after 2 weeks in Constance, I had to come back to Ecuador.
So you stay there for 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah. Those were probably the most expensive vacations I've ever had. And yeah, I was supposed to stay for the whole semester, but it was such a complex time that I had to come back. And after 2020, I was given the opportunity to apply again. And this was already March 2022. And that's when I finally went and had the whole semester done in Germany.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was my second try, but it worked.
There's never a bad second.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something in Spanish, but I hope everyone had understand me.
Yeah.
What I wanted to say. So, Milena, we're running out of time. We don't want to make this too long. So,
Yeah.
I want to. I want you to send a final message to, like, I don't know how to say this, but motivate the other members, motivate the Honores Vanguardia community to live the experience, right? So, and everyone who's watching this, to let everyone know and send a message, not make a message, send a message for everyone who's listening, watching, and whatever they do. And yeah.
Okay, so guys, I really recommend you to sign up for the program, to apply, to be part of it.
Just if you had good grades, that's something important, because
Yeah. So I really recommend you to, first of all, do better at school so you can be part of it. It's a really good chance to pursue your academic career and also to get to know different people that is working in different fields of study, and then that can really enrich your studies and what you're working on your degrees.
Okay, Milena, so I wanted to thank you for being here first. And second, thank you again for being our first guest in this Honores Vanguardia podcast, in our Frecuencia Vanguardista podcast. Yeah, it's an intern joke. I hope everyone noticed about it.
That's a really good name, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had a podcast. Yeah, you can follow. Yeah, YouTube,
Okay.
Milena. Frecuencia Creativa. Yeah, that's why I make that joke. So yeah, like I said, I just wanted to thank you. I want to thank all who connect to this video, to this podcast, who listened to Milena Alvarado, who was here with me, Alejandro Serrano. I want to say goodbye to everyone. But first, Milena, your closing. Yeah, make your close.
Oh, my closing words. So, well, thank you guys for inviting me, for having me here. It was such a nice experience to meet you and also to see how the new Vanguardia students are being part of this and are improving. That's such a wonderful thing to do. I hope it lasts forever, or at least as, I don't know. Let's see how time goes.
Okay, thank you, Milena. I'm going to close this down. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for feeling. So bye-bye.
Bye.